Yesterday you guys were busy.
Listen, I don't have to tell you anything I do.
You white men.
I don't think you know the law of
No.
Fiji.
These Chinese people, they're stopping the right of the people from the village.
My
You want the
information-
police to come here?
Do what you like. I'm not worried about the police.
The land got eyes, got mouth, got nose. If you play upon the land will gonna play upon you.
The local people of Fiji's Malolo Island want the world to know they are crying for their land. The only way to get a good look at that land, the site of the massive resort development Freesoul, is from the air. 350 bures were planned here, many of them to sit over the water. Obvious is the illegal reclamation of the foreshore and beach. The dredging and smashing of an estimated 5,000 square metres of reef to build a boat channel. Then illegal roads built on the foreshore using that dead reef. There's the gashes through the mangroves, destabilisation of the hillsides causing excessive silting, and raw sewage and rubbish going into protected seaside areas. A few drones previously flown over the site have crashed, and there are rumours that the developer has an electronic jamming system, but the threat to our drone was less sophisticated. Workers try to knock it out of the air by throwing rocks at it. It's 7:30 p.m. and the chief has called. Having navigated the reefs in the dark, we arrive at Solivu village for a meeting of the elders. It's a big deal to get this invitation.
Heard your voice from the
Telephone.
telephone. So in reality, you're sitting in front of us. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. The chiefs at Solivu village are from the land-owning unit, Yavusi Tomberry.
We've got our papers here. We've got our papers here from the order from the court. So
They too have a court injunction against Freesoul over the land ownership and sale to the Chinese, as well as to stop Freesoul working on the site to stop the damage to the environment.
We thank you so much for coming. As the things have been coming from the court, and they never respected it for 3 times. Court has been given to them, but they never respect.
They're referring to Freesoul ignoring stop work orders and the government not doing anything about it.
still, regardless of the fee, still they disobey. So they walk over us.
They walk over you.
Tomorrow is the day that we're going to go to the site.
The plan is set. They're going to front up to Freesoul and they've invited us to go with them. And the
Our ladies too going to go. Yes, to show the world that we are really crying for our land. You know? We'll do it tomorrow. For the sake of our generation coming up. We want justice.
Early morning we meet the boats from the village. They say Freesoul has no right to stop them going onto the site, nor should there be any gates blocking access to the foreshore.
Good morning, Melanie.
We'll see them. Who is the leader here?
Armed with placards and documents from the court, the people from the village want to reassert their ownership of this land and ensure that any further desecration of the area is immediately stopped.
These Chinese people, they're stopping people who come for getting crabs, fishing. Yeah, they're stopping the right of the people from the village.
Collecting crabs has also become a health hazard.
Where they put their toilet,
It's right on the mangroves where the ladies go and catch crabs.
Okay. So the raw sewage is going into the mangroves where the crabs are?
Yeah.
They're rubbish and they're dirty. They shit everywhere. They don't even use when they come to the village, they shit everywhere in the bush. They never use the toilet, which was given to them in the school area and on the other side of the village. They do that. That shows they are dirty people.
The people here are met by locked gates and Amani. He is the Fijian local director for Freesoul.
We don't have time for him. He's only one. Look around.
I don't care. You can go. I don't care. You can go.
Okay.
I'm not going
Yeah.
because my information...
Or you want the police to come here?
My
You want the
information-
police to come here?
Yeah, and I'll
To
give them
frustrate
this.
you up?
Do what you like. I'm not worried about the police.
We know the law of Fiji. You don't know the law of Fiji. You white men.
I don't think you know the law of
No.
Fiji. Amani is also the man responsible for selling the Chinese developers the lease. To say his right to do that is under contention is an understatement. How have you got the right to dig this channel out?
The law says that. The
This
piece of
isn't-
land.
this
No,
is not
no,
your
no, no.
land.
This is not your place. I'm not a Fijian. I know Fijian law. You don't know Fijian law.
I've learnt a lot about
No,
Fijian
you don't.
Fijian
You
law.
don't. You don't respect
know-
this law.
No, I think
No.
that you don't know Fijian
No.
law.
My land, my law says my piece of land and the foreshore, the fishing area is mine.
No.
It's mine. That is mine.
That is not what
That
it
is
says.
mine.
No.
Go back to New Zealand.
Tell me why Freesoul is being prosecuted.
You talk to the lawyer.
No, but why are they being free?
I don't know.
Why is Freesoul being prosecuted?
He's got
if you
money.
do everything right.
He's got money. He's going to pay everything. He's
Who's
gonna
got
do-
money?
We have money.
Oh, so that's all about the money.
Yes. This is all about money.
As became quite typical on the story, Freesoul was doing as much, if not more filming, than our film crew. The police eventually arrive and calm the situation down, and the villagers agree to leave without going onto the site and wait for the court's decision. We continue filming, but are constantly harassed by Freesoul staff in boats. This was repeated later on when our cameraman Hayden All went underwater to film damage to the reef. A Freesoul boat went over the top of him. You can hear it. Hayden retreated to a pole just in case, while the man working for Freesoul security asked for our ID.
Pardon?
ID card, yeah.
ID card?
Yeah.
For what? Swimming?
Taking photo.
Yeah, but not for you. I don't need to give you an ID card.
I just check.
And on it goes.
I was calling about the drone yesterday. Yesterday you guys were
Listen, I don't have to tell you anything I do. Then the usual Freesoul threat of involving police,
the police will come.
who we would in fact encounter the very next day. So the police are down there.
I'll guarantee you're charged. You might end up in police lockup overnight.